do another presentation on it. I don't know if we will. And I also want to make sure we sneak in a little presentation on our Singapores. But we're going to give you a quick look at our Black Spinel multi-circle pendant enhancer, which we took from $69 to $49. Now, Paul, this is just very much like modern art, right?
It is probably the most modern piece we've done. And of course, the Italians are known for their creativity and the modern design that they bring to jewelry. And this is probably the most modern we've done. In person, it is absolutely breathtaking. It's quite substantial in its size. It's a lot of black spinel, and the bail is designed in such a way that any necklace will work with this. I mean, it's really a generous bail that collapses onto any necklace that you have. So I like all that about it. And then has all the infinity rings. It's just really one of those really special pieces that it kind of says, you know, I went to Italy and I went to the newest store and I met the newest designer and I bought his newest piece.
Right,
That's
right. And it looks
says.
like, yes, you're the only one who has it. It's that kind of a feel to it for sure. It's kind of like a modern update on a circle necklace.
Well, exactly. And I love the way the black spinel clasp is done because it really becomes the center point. Look at how substantial it is and how gorgeous it is on that chain.
By the way, that Singapore chain, I must let you know in case you weren't with us last hour, the Singapores start at $24.90. Yes, I'm talking about that chain that Sonia's wearing. It starts at $24.90. We have the longest one, which would be
36 inches.
The 36, which is only $39.90 if you'd like that. So we'll show you those here in just a little bit. But, you know, for a lot of us, we're just looking for a pendant to change up the look of chains that we already have at home. By the way, too, I'm wearing that Y necklace now. Love, love,
you know,
love.
it's so easy, and it takes any outfit that you have and just raises it up a notch. And I watch, this is going to sound funny, I watch women get dressed because I have friends who have me come over and help them pick out the clothes and things.
Sure.
And one of the most frustrating things is, you know, putting on that cute blouse that you absolutely love and then trying 15 necklaces to find the one that goes with it. Why not just go to one adjustable that works with everything? Right?
It makes it that much easier. Okay, we have about 30 seconds left. Did our little black spinel earrings sell out, Adam? Oh my gosh, the drop earrings, I was gonna say I'll show you the drop earrings with this, but the drop earrings are gone, I think.
And
we're
also,
gonna double check, yeah.
Did this sell out too? I thought it looked like it was going to. We need some updates here. I feel like the store is running bare. Mother Hubbard's cupboard is running bare.
The earrings are gone, I knew it. Okay, you know what? Last call on this one as well. You've got it if you're on board, $20 off our price, and that of course is in honor of our big